Hey you, yeah you, are you bored of playing the same old horror games over and over again and don't really want to spend countless hours trying to find a good horror game that isn't crap? Well, you have come to the right place, ladies and gentlemen, because today your boy Joski is going to find you some underrated gems that isn't played by anybody. So buckle up, grab some popcorn and make sure you're subscribed, or I'm going to make sure that I set every monsters in this video after you. With that being said, lads, let's begin the video. It's a roguelike game that's all about dwelling into the depths whilst looking for loot and trying to survive the scary anomalies. Here, the main goal is to explore deep enough to hit the quota, and to get the quota, you have to get the items from these depths. And do note, every time you play this game, it's going to be a complete new experience because it's a roguelike. Because of that, you will have a splendid experience. Basically in this game you're stranded in an eerie place and continuously chased by killer chasemans. It wouldn't have made it into the list if the game was just that. From the atmosphere to the graphics, everything is perfect. You know the game is in pre-alpha, but that doesn't mean the experience you get from the game is terrible. It's quite the opposite. There are some very exciting and solid gameplay if you ask me. Wait, before you click off the video for including a fighting game, let me just say that this game may look like a fighting game at first, but in reality it's a pretty gruesome game with some eerie and thought-provoking atmosphere, making each of your steps count. I personally say that me and my friend didn't make past the second stage because it was that hard, guys. And if you do end up beating this game, consider yourself a living and breathing legend. Have you ever wanted to play a unique, immersive, everyday game Roblox? Well, Limbo is the best shot. Although the game hasn't received proper updates in a while, the game still holds up pretty well due to its stunning environments. To be honest, though Limbo shines pretty deep with this cast of voice actor, I found the core gameplay to be very impressive if you ask me. And the narrative for this game is just crazy, cause we all get sick of reading a piece of paper for lore in horror games, right? So if you're bored of that and want something fresh, I'd highly recommend you to check Limbo because you wouldn't be disappointed. Coming up next is Paracamp. Are you a fan of first-person shooter horror games? Well, Paracamp takes you and your friend on a terrifying exploration of a very abandoned building that has a lot of dangerous entities. And these type of horror games are very scary on Roblox because you'll be playing along with a friend that really test your patience as well as teamwork in general. And because the only thing that I hated the most was going back from generators over and over again while surviving these people, because you gotta shoot them down all at once or else you're fried. There was a section where you had to literally wait for people to come pick you up, which I really hated because it was already crawling with dangerous entities and I couldn't really do it without my buddy who ended up dying or something like that. Even though such games like this don't exist on Roblox, you should definitely check Paracamp because you wouldn't be disappointed. The Butchery. Are you fans of Resident Evil 7? Well, I introduce you to Butchery. It's a game that is very much similar to Resident Evil 7. And it really makes your brain go around and around. And in the opening seconds of the game, you literally encounter a pig with human hands and later with human legs. Yeah, you heard that right. Pig with hands. Yeah, that's how crazy the game sounds. I don't want to spoil much because whenever I do reviews on these type of games, I try to stay as much mysterious as I can about these games. Let's just say Butchery delivers a thrilling and disturbing experience that will leave a very lasting impression. This game wants me to stay down all night waiting for its episode 2. I look very much forward to that game. The Depths Below might be a short game, but it packs a very powerful punch. Here, you play as a man searching for his missing wife in a dark and dangerous cave system. The game has pretty unique mechanics like the thirst meter and the hunger meter. Whilst there's monsters that want to get whooped by you, you're the one constantly on the edge of the seat. And let me be honest, the storyline may seem generic, but the gameplay element will surely keep you hooked, guys. Phobics, are you ready to confront your deepest phobias? Well, Phobics is a psychological horror game that preys on your deepest, darkest fears. From claustrophobia to fear of the dark. This game has something to terrify every single one. This may seem very simple at first because the visuals were downright simple and humble if you ask me. But I really got fooled by it. With low player count of 20, claustrophobic is downright underrated and underplayed by people, and it actually packs a very intimate horror experience and perfect for those who want a personalized scare of their life. The Haunted Staircase. Don't be fooled by the name or graphic, cause like the Haunted Staircase is one of the most brutal games on this list. You will navigate an endless staircase whilst dodging the nightmarish creatures as you descend further and further deeper. The difficulty ramps up significantly high the further you go, and death means starting all over again. This is a game for truly the brave, and if you conquer the Haunted Staircase, be sure to brag about your achievement in the comments, cause like there's only few hundred people that have officially beaten the Haunted Staircase, and maybe even get some Robux by bragging your achievement in my Discord server, because I'll be giving away 1000 Robux to the first 10 people that actually beat the Haunted Staircase. With that being said, let's move on to the Far From Land. Are you bored of playing Intruder and want something similar to that experience? Or maybe you're fans of Five Nights at Freddy's? Then I introduce you to Far From Land, because it's a horror game where we are not stuck in a house, but rather stuck in a desolate ship in the middle of nowhere. And your mission? Well, to survive a whole week whilst maintaining the ship system and fending off the dangerous monster entity. While some may call it a cheap knockoff of Five Nights at Freddy's, the game is really unique because it's like a single player experience that really induces the stress, and the low player count of this game makes it feel like it's truly one of the underrated games on Roblox that sits around at 10 players. Row Your Boat might seem like a simple game at first, but trust me, the game is much deeper than just rowing a boat. The game features some stellar storytelling and endings that will leave you jaw-dropping. The game gets around like 20 players, and its VHS style graphics seems to fool its audience, because like even I thought the game was quite simple and humble, but it was very wrong. And hey, if you're bored of playing Mimic for the 100th time, I recommend checking Row Your Boat out. Deep Nightmares in the Closet. The game is all about you being a toddler and awakening your deepest nightmares. Although it may look like a cheap Walmart version of Little Nightmares, the game isn't actually. It's quite intense with the chase scenes and puzzles in general. Although the atmosphere was intense, I hated being chased by the doggies and all those creepy guys, cause like, God, I hate being a toddler and just crawling your way out. But hey, if you want a unique experience, check the game out. Uncharted Desert and Blood Edge. Both of these games can be considered as oddballs, as their design and gameplay mechanics are very different from your average Roblox horror games. If you want to experience something that is unique and jaw-dropping at the same time, then consider checking this game out, cause you will be satisfied. Even I had a fantastic time playing Uncharted Desert. Although in Blood Edge you are constantly chased by a creepy dude, in Uncharted Desert, it's you being the scare factor. Agony. This game is one of the hardest games on this list that even I couldn't beat it. From monsters that can run as fast as Flash to the creepy atmosphere, well then welcome to Agony. I'll give special respect to the game for failing to making it easier for beginners, as the game is very hard at certain stages, and the entities are downright overpowered. But if you want to play something to blow yourself, then be my guest, lads. With that being said, lads, hope you have a wonderful day or night or evening or whatever. Stay fresh and have a good day.